Welcome to Vivid View with Ehiliz talk show. Many thanks to God. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Ehiliz Corner. Regret is dead, but love remains. This simply means or talks about forgiveness. Whatever you have done or somebody has done to you that caused you regret. Perhaps you helped somebody in the time past and the person never showed up, did not appreciate it, and you regretted helping somebody. Or you regretted taking action that you never wanted before because of one thing or the other. Just put that regret behind and forge ahead and move on with love. Love supersedes everything. Let love lead. So learn to forgive one another and put the past behind you. That is what that means. All right, enough for that. We continue with the program for today. Believe it or not, religious practice promotes the well-being of families, individual, society, and the world at large, or nation at large. In furtherance, promoting ethnic and religious ties is the topic for today's discussion. Don't go anywhere, please, as we observe this short break. When we come back, the guest will be introduced. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, promoting ethnic and religious ties is the topic for today's discussion. And with me in the studio is a legal practitioner. Let's welcome Funmi Ebofin.
Vivid View. Say and do it.
Before discussion proper, please follow us on social media handles are displayed on the screen. Funmi, you're welcome again.
Thank you.
Please, without much ado, let's go straight to the point. What's your perspectives for today's discussion?
Yes. Promoting ethnic ties and religious ties.
Yeah.
Before we go into promotion, I think we need to understand what ethnicity is all about and what religion is all about.
Exactly, perfectly.
Ethnicity, simply put, is just a group of people bound together by particular landmark, culture, and ancestry. Religion is simply, straight to the point, individual spiritual affiliations. That's simply put. Now, how can we promote this? I'm a very, very strong believer of your family ties. Everything you want to do starts from the home. The home is the first place where all these things, the foundation is laid to promote all these things. Your ethnicity, your religious background, you will agree with me, from the home you were born into. All right? So how do we promote these things as a people, as a family, as parents?
Community and even a nation. Yeah.
As a nation at large, how do we promote all these things? It's by instilling the values that we hold there. If you don't have these values, what are you instilling in the youth? If you as an adult, as a nation, you don't have these values, what are you instilling in the people, in the younger ones, in the younger generation? So simply put, promoting ethnicity and religious ties starts from the home. And the way you can start from the home is at a very young age, begin to instill these values, begin to instill these ties in the upcoming generation.
Yeah, thank you so much. So how does religion contribute to society and culture?
That's a very, very wide one,
yeah.
Especially taking into consideration our own unique, diverse country that we find ourselves. Nigeria as a country, we are a people of diverse ethnicity, culture, religion. We have been known to have the most common religion that we have. People will tell you two, but I will confidently tell you that we have more than that.
Definitely.
Yes, the most common one we have the Christians, the Muslims,
and Islam, yeah.
Yes, but we have Judaism beginning to crop up in Nigeria now. You have the traditionalists and all that. They are also beginning to have a voice. So whether you like it or not, these are things, our religion values has a lot to do with us as a nation.
All right, thank you so much. Just to add to what you have just said, religion, as a matter of fact, promotes or provides a frame of reference for understanding the world and for guiding personal and communal actions. Why did he promote or provide reference? You find out that some of the laws abiding us in the whole world are really anchored from the Ten Commandments in the Bible. That is true. Whether you're talking about human law, she's a legal practitioner. They anchor they are borrowed from the Bible, and then maybe a little expansion. You know, stealing all over the place is condemned all over the world. Armed robbery is condemned all over the world. And remember what one of the commandments, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. So some of these things are really embedded or anchored to the world. That's why religion is so important, because it helps us, guides us. You know, it controls us. It leads us in whatever decision we want to take. That's why in the introduction I mentioned that it promotes the well-being of individual, families, community, and the nation at large. That is really the work of religion. And I'll take a break now, come back, we'll continue. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. See, discussing promoting ethnic and religious ties. That takes me to the third question. What are ethnic ties, and how can we promote ethnic diversity?
Yes.
You already mentioned that before, but just add to that.
Yes. Ethnic ties are those values, actions, and doings that tie an individual to a particular group of people, simply put. Ethnic ties are those values, character, culture that ties a particular person to a particular group of people. Take, for instance, we are all Nigerians. And I'm proud to say everywhere we go, Nigerians always stand out. Even outside the country, we have Nigerians doing great things.
Yeah,
so when you meet a foreigner, the first thing that sets you apart from all other people is probably maybe the color of your skin.
Yeah.
If you go further, if you are a typical Nigerian like myself, maybe your speech intonation, the way you carry your body, the way you do things, and all that. So that's the things that stand us out as a people. Now, how does that affect us, and how does that help us as a people? Know your worth. Know your value. Unless you know your worth and you know your value, you will be easily swayed by other values. Let me just put it that way. A very good example is our youth of today. They are very easily carried away by the things they see from the Western world. Does it have value to us? Does it add value to you as a person? Those things that you are emulating, are they things that add value to you? Now, I'm not against emulating the Western world. All I'm saying is that pick the ones that add value to you. So if you know your value, you know your stand, your self-worth, like I said earlier, the family is the background of any ethnicity foundation. So if you know where you stand as a person, you would, everywhere you go, you want to put out the best of you. You want to put out the best of your values that you have been taught and the background that you have. So when you do that, you find it difficult to do things that will bring negative actions or negative words to what you stand for as a person and as a nation.
That reminds me, we have an artist, foreign artist, that's James Brown, if I'm not mistaken. He says, "Say it loud, I'm black, I'm proud." So we are Nigerians, as she mentions, and we are proud to be. I always say, anywhere I go, I'm proud to be a Nigerian, because God knows why He brought me out from this part of the world.
Yes.
And so we must be proud of who we are. And then when we talk about diversity now, diversity makes us strong in Nigeria. We have different tribes, but we mix together. We need to interact. We need to love ourselves. We need to be one. As we were saying before, one Nigeria. I know there are many things happening now, but that's how it's supposed to be. That diversity will continue to inculcate in the life of our children. Do not see a Yoruba man to be your enemy. Don't see a Hausa man to be your enemy as an Igbo man. Don't see Igbo man to be an enemy. That's where diversity comes in. We have so many diversity bodies. That makes us strong. That makes us who we are as Nigerians. I'll tell you some of these big, Western world, they are afraid of Nigeria somehow because of our size. Our size is a plus. to us, an advantage to us. So we must continue to tell people, don't segregate, don't separate yourself. Yeah, things may not be the way we expect it, but do not separate yourself. We are still one Nigerian. That's why it is strong. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you short. There's this analogy I always share with youth that I mentor. Whether you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Hausa, you are tall, you are fat, you are short, whatever it is, wherever you find yourself. What flows under your skin here?
Blood.
Blood.
Blood and water.
And when you cut it open, is the color of my blood different from yours?
No.
No, not at all. So there's a reason why God has put it that way. So unless you get to that point that you realize that whatever flows underneath my skin is the same thing that flows underneath the other person's skin, you know, that will help you a lot.
Yeah, that's true. So ethnic ties, you know, aids in development of trust. Like I just mentioned, we can trust ourselves because we're supposed to be one. You know, something happened to me in 2007. I had the opportunity to travel to Hungary. It's not an English country, English-speaking country. So you know what it means when you go to a land where you cannot even speak English, so you cannot communicate. Yes. But right there in the hotel where I was lodged, I met an outside man, a Muslim. He was there for an operation or something. And he was also very lonely and quiet, nobody to talk to, because he cannot speak their language. But the moment the doctor that brought me in, he's a Ghanaian, but they call him African father over there. The moment he brought me from the hotel and kept me from the same hotel, different rooms anyway. So he's not told him that we have a Nigerian that is here in the hotel. Oh, just your sister. In fact, at that instant, for the 3 or 5 days we spent, nobody knows whether he's a Muslim or a Christian. Well, we know my brother, my sister. So we want such thing to continue. And I tell you, brethren, I say brethren because I'm a Christian. You know, if you go outside, as a matter of fact, you find out that there's more cooperation within us. No Yoruba, no Hausa, no Igbo, if you go outside the country. But why we come here now, we start this segregation. It's not right. So it aids, you know, in development of trust, solidarity and mutual understanding. That is family ties. So we pray that God will continue to help us to imbibe in that, as you mentioned earlier. So what are the benefits and importance of inter-ethnicity relations?
The benefits are innumerable.
There's so much.
There are so much. There's a common goal. There's unity, like you said. You are looking out for your brother. The moment I was born in the north, in the northern part of the country, and I moved down to Lagos as a very young girl. Okay. All right, but I have parents that speak
Hausa very fluently.
Very, very fluently. And you would see that the moment they meet an Hausa man in Lagos and they speak the language, just like you said, the man you met in Hungary. I mean,
we start speaking English. Nobody remember whether it's
it doesn't matter anymore. And they are so excited that this person can speak my language. Yeah. So, and then you see them going out of their way to make sure the person, wherever
they assist you
and they help and they give you the help that you need. So, you know, it promotes, you achieve goals faster. It gives ease, it gives speed in doing things together. It's like having a teamwork. You know, like the popular saying, a house divided by itself cannot stand. Cannot stand. So when you promote this unity, despite the diverse culture and all that, you have a common goal. Like the popular saying among our politicians, there's no permanent enemy. No permanent enemy and all that. Do you understand? So when you are not bothered about where this person comes from, what language he speaks, what religion he speaks, and I know you can agree with me, it wasn't like this in the past.
No.
In the past, you know, the unity was, the Muslims will celebrate with the Christians, the Christians will celebrate with the Muslims, and so forth. Your neighbor, regardless of the tribe, you know, is looking out for the other party. So it helps to achieve purpose. There's a common goal. When there's a common goal and you are not bothered about all these extraneous factors, all right, you achieve your goals faster. It breeds unity. It breeds peace. And when you begin to have a family and your children see this, it also breeds continuity.
Exactly.
It breeds continuity. It comes naturally to them. What we have about whether black or white and all that, a child of a year or two doesn't see the difference unless it's being pointed out to him or her. The same thing we find in ourselves here. A child of 2 or 3 years doesn't know the difference between a Christian or a Muslim unless the parents tells him that don't go to that person's house, they are Muslims. Or don't go to that person's house because they are Igbos. So it also fosters continuity of a common goal. And I always preach peace for us as a nation. So when we forge this unity, it brings all this, it makes things easier for us as a nation.
You see, that kind of mind they had during NSAS.
Yeah.
You find that they came together.
Yes.
No Muslim, no Christian,
yes.
no Yoruba, no Hausa. That's what we want you to promote. We actually one. So that's one of the reasons why we are discussing this. See yourself to be one. And if you continue that, you see that God will help us. All these other people have misled us and but we can't correct all those things by making friends. Because in all this one, the ties we'll talk about, it helps in economic growth.
Yes.
Even in Nigeria, at workplace, you don't with only one person. One person does not have the knowledge alone. The other people can contribute and make and do something that people will see and it becomes remarkable. So yes. It helps a lot if
that's why I mentioned the issue of teamwork.
Exactly.
The entrance that you mentioned, I took it upon myself. I visited the place.
I'm telling you.
Yes, and I was wowed by the oneness, the cooperation everywhere. I was surprised. So if we can have that, the continuity of that,
that will be fine. So we'll take a break now. View, say and do it. Welcome back. We're still discussing promoting ethnic and religious ties. Now, finally, how do we now promote this at our workplace?
Beautiful.
This especially for workplace. Now, how do we promote the ethnicity and diversity ties?
There's a popular saying in my place that it's impossible to have an elder in the marketplace and the head of the child at the back is twisted. Okay. The elder would help to straighten it. Yeah. So in the workplace, the foundation lies with the head of the organization.
Management, yeah.
The management, the head of the CEO, the management level. They have the core, importance of what they lay down in that organization. So whoever heads the organization first must put it at the back of the mind that this is what we want in this organization. We want to promote diversity, we want to promote oneness. Secondly, you put in policies that would aid this diversity. Put in policies, I don't want to use the word laws, but company policies.
No discrimination.
No discrimination.
No APC, no PDP in the office.
At all, And then, so thirdly, I was saying here, say and do it. Yeah. You just don't say it. Let the members of your staff see that you're actually doing what you're saying. Yes. It's one thing to have it on paper, like we have our laws here in this country. It's another thing to actually enforce these laws and enforce these policies that you have put in place. All right. Finally, be open to new ideas from the younger ones, and be open to people, to your members of staff coming to you with their problems. Don't just sit up high up there and then be the Lord and Master of it all and everybody sees you and you start running helter-skelter and all that. No, be open, be amiable to your staff, be friendly.
Be a leader, not a boss.
Exactly. Be a leader. Yes, be a leader, not a boss. Be open to people that work with you.
Yeah, thank you so much. You have said it all. It says you are trained and educate, to encourage diversity in the workplace. Communicate your diversity policy regularly, as you mentioned, and clearly make it a part of the business vision. And management can as well actually lead diversity and inclusion. So that's how this can be solved. In the workplace, because we are specifically talking about workplace, Don't be because you are the head of a manager as a Yoruba, then every other person must Yoruba. Doesn't mean. And that's the problem we'll have with our leader, Buhari,
Yes.
making everybody now from one side of the nation. You know, nepotism comes in there.
Yes.
So don't also take that to the workplace. Who is able to do a particular job, tax, whether it's for your place, give the person the tax to do.
Beautiful.
Because what you are looking for is result.
Yes.
And so that's how it's supposed to be. Then, as you said, as a leader, be the one to promote it. Don't let them see only one particular tribe is you always side and you leave the other ones. No, we should do this in the workplace so that there'll be oneness. And then our youth continue to grow with that, oh, this is my friend. You know, my children have Muslim friends. I do have Muslim friends myself too. So it does not really matter the religion or wherever we come from. Let us do the right thing. Yes. And when we promote this, our children will learn from it too. And when we must have left this planet Earth, they'll continue from where we stop.
Yes.
So we'll take a break now, come back, enter question and answer session. Vivid View.
Say and do it.